The budget, brake problems, and
How come I never get to do the cold open?
not so much news.
Welcome everyone to the Not So Much News on RUTV. I'm Julianna McDermott.
And I'm Matt Demers, filling in as the guy on the show? I guess that's what it is now.
Well, let's just hope you're better than the other Matt.
That won't be too hard.
Burn!
Our top story this week, the Canadian government's back at work. Finally. The budget was revealed this week, and Finance Minister Jim Flaherty showed an exciting new innovative plan to stay the course. But before he told us what's in our economic future, he decided to take a walk in Whitby.
In what they called a tradition and what the French called un stunt, he stopped off at Andrew's Shoes to buy a pair. Never really pegged Flaherty as a shoe shopping spree kind of guy. Hope you take it easy, Jim. You realize your salary is frozen right now. You can't feed your family on a wingtip and a prayer.
My favorite quote of the speech was the following: "We have taken extraordinary measures to protect the Canadian economy, and like virtually all other countries, we needed to run a substantial deficit to do so."
Gotta spend money to make money, Matt. Econ 101, baby.
No, I know, but we're not getting taxed, and yet we're not getting a tax break. Yet they plan to get us out of the hole somehow? With what? Economic wizardry?
Matt. You're not listening. You're being glib. Do you see the glib that you are being? Do you see the glib?
I don't know what that word means.
More money, more problems. Cash rules everything around me.
Moving on to other Canadian news, they want to change the national anthem. Apparently, some people think it's too sexist, and frankly, we think it's much more than that. But here to comment, because he didn't trust me to host the show without him, our own Anon Ram.
Thanks, Matt, Julianna, although nobody told me that they'd be wearing red and black today as well. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with our national anthem, and in defiance of these complaints, I will now sing it in all its glory.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land.
Oh God, really, Anon? Just stop. Native?
That's so insensitive.
What? What do I call them? Aboriginal? Indigenous?
Oh geez, them? Anand? Those people?
I didn't say those people.
Aboriginal and Indigenous are offensive.
You don't refer to their peoples as anything. By not acknowledging them, we're being equal.
Okay. True patriot love in all thy sons command.
Oh geez, there he goes again.
Sons, Anand? Sexist.
Cochon. What about daughters, huh?
Okay, in all our sons and daughters command.
Oh, now you want to command our daughters. Bet you want us to stay home and not marry Jeff, who's totally going somewhere at Canadian Tire, okay? He's gonna be a manager soon. So stop trying to control me, Dad.
With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. Wait, you guys have nothing to say to that?
No,
Not really.
except for the fact that you're making fun of people with congenital heart defects.
And erectile dysfunction.
From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Fat people have feelings too.
You, of all people, should know.
God keep our land glorious and free.
Ugh, God? You just hate Hindus.
O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for... You know what, screw this, I hate you all.
What a jerk.
Let's move away from Canada now. Easy there. Down south in the land of politicians being contradictory, there's yet another case.
Roy Ashburn, a California state senator who's vehemently opposed every single gay rights measure that's come his way, found himself arrested by the Highway Patrol in Sacramento. Why? Well, he was a little tipsy, but what's more interesting is where he got tipsy.
It was a bar called Faces, a gay bar called Faces. Anti-gay senator, gay bar, either a hilarious sitcom or someone's doing some irony in the closet. Get it? Ironing? Irony?
More surprising was the unidentified male passenger in the car with him. My theory? Ashburn got caught driving stick.
I don't get it. Speaking of cars, no one can seem to make them. Wanting to outdo Toyota, GM and Nissan joined a recall race this week with their own set of problems.
GM had steering issues while Nissan couldn't get the brakes right, but maybe we shouldn't be too harsh. According to industry expert Dennis DeRoche, vehicles have gotten so complex that eventually one of these torpedoes is going to strike every automaker at some point. Sure, because it's too complex to have cars move in the direction we want them and to, stop.
And torpedoes? GM isn't Sean Connery, although I would prefer him as the voice of OnStar.
Finally, all eyes will be on Tinseltown this weekend.
Don't call it that.
The Oscars are here. That's right, a night of fake applause, fake sincerity, and faking that we believe in putting a movie up for Best Picture doesn't require it to have any nominations in acting or writing. I'm looking at you, Avatar.
And speaking of the Oscars, guess who wasn't invited?
Us?
Yeah, because normally we sit next to Jack Nicholson, right? But no, apparently one of the producers of the nominated film, The Hurt Locker, was uninvited after he sent an email to the Academy voters to vote for his film over Avatar. It's against Academy rules, but considering that there are 10 Best Picture contenders, you can't blame him.
And while they call the producers' move shameless, isn't having 10 nominees for Best Picture in order to extend the running time of the Oscars to make more money in advertising just as shameless?
There's gonna be some sore celebrity ass on Sunday night.
What? Ew.
Because they're gonna be sitting all night long.
Oh, I just thought Roy Ashburn might be there. Boom.
And now for all the news you didn't need to know, this is the Not So Much News in a Minute. We start with Australia, where an underwear company has a novel idea for being eco-friendly. They're making underwear for men out of bananas. Banana hammock jokes aside, you can't blame this pair for turning brown.
Residents of a New Jersey neighborhood are enraged over a snow sculpture of the Venus de Milo. Police even came by and told the sculptor to cover up its assets. I'm just surprised that anyone in Jersey knew what the Venus de Milo was.
Sex-crazed elephants in India ruined a wedding for a young couple. The two of them went on a 15-hour rampage, destroying cars and wrecking property. Said the bride, "Well, I hope my husband lasts that long."
A university student in China was stabbed to death after his roommate couldn't take his snoring. The roommate had allegedly complained several times and was prompted to kill him because he couldn't take it. Ironically, he won't be getting any sleep in prison, although his shanking skills might come in handy.
And finally, we're still in China, where the children are apparently too fat to fight. The government said that the children need to be physically fit for preparation against a possible future war on Japan. Spoiler alert, I think China's going to attack Japan.
And that's it for another episode of the Not So Much News. I'm Matt Demers.
And I'm Julianna McDermott. Remember, don't stab people for snoring.
Good night.
Really? There's a creepy guy in my class who wears suspenders.